story that has been going on for, I think, months now, but every week there seems to be some new revelation about Hockey Canada. And now it's revealed that 21 victims and $809 million in compensation have been paid since 1989. And now this is a bigger scandal, but keeps growing. And when it comes to the culture of Hockey Canada, what it's been doing all these years, and how it's going to deal with the fallout. Now, Hockey Canada has settled the 21 sexual misconduct claims, paying out $8.9 million in compensation. Executives with the organization revealed before the committee of MPs in Ottawa. It was a 2-day committee, and more has been revealed. Now, the admission on the standing committee of the Canadian Heritage was accompanied by calls from MPs for Hockey Canada President Scott Smith's resignation, as he sat before them, saying that he believes he's the best person to go forward and to make the changes necessary at Hockey Canada. But I want to go into what some of these claims were about. Now, the MPs, when they heard about the 21 victims and the compensation payout, well, they were very disgusted by the assault-style allegations that were made and revealed about what's been going on at the institution of Hockey Canada. And they said that, well, it's because of lack of diversity among this group, such as lack of women, lack of people of color, Indigenous people who need to be in positions of power when it comes to sports and the structures that that the organization deals with, saying that perhaps it would root out the evils that take place in what we're learning now. So out of the $8.9 million payout, the total payout of $6.8 million was for incidents related to Graham James. Who's Graham James? Well, he's a former Canadian junior hockey coach who was convicted of sexually abusing players. And now 9 victims had been paid from Hockey Canada's controversial equity fund. And this, it's now been revealed that this equity fund exists, and this is where the slush fund, you could say, was paying victims out. Now, out of that, 20 victims were paid out from the fund in a total since 1989, and with 9 being for sexual assault. Out of the 29, 9 were for sexual assault. Now, this National Equity Fund was funded partly by membership fees paid by parents who are entering their kids into the sport. And since this broke, the news broke, Hockey Canada said that it pledges to stop using it as a settlement, as a way to settle sexual assault claims. And what they were doing is they were settling the sexual assault claims, paying victims off so it wouldn't go to trial, there wouldn't be any court, there wouldn't be much of an investigation, and therefore the media wouldn't know about it, parents wouldn't know about it, and hockey fans would not know about it, and Canadians wouldn't know about it, and the sports minister wouldn't know about it, the government wouldn't know about it, because they're paying off these victims with the slush fund that they were collecting from the administration fee for parents signing up their kids for hockey. So imagine, hockey's not, it's a very expensive sport. It's not cheap at all for parents, and as they're signing up their kids as the administration fee to partake in a sport, imagine you take that as a slush fund to pay for what it would be, such as the players being sexually assaulted, like in the case with the coach, or the actual players sexually assaulting other people, and then them being paid off, and this is what actually broke the story. Now, when it comes to 9 settlements from the Equity Fund, 12 settlements have been done through Hockey Canada's insurance, and those claims totaled $1.3 million over those years, and a total of 21 cases of sexual misconduct settlements and 9 cases settled using the Equity Fund came between 1989 and 2021, while 12 settlements through insurance happened between 1996 and 2021. Is what was said at the committee. Now I have a video of the CEO taking questions. Take a look.
I've definitely heard from Canadians, whether that be parents or people in general across the country. I've said to the members of the committee that I'm sure someone's going to ask what are my thoughts on resignation, so I'll save you having to ask that question. I believe that I'm the right person to get Hockey Canada to a better place, and based on my experience, I'm committed to do that. I'm driven, I'm passionate, I'm a hockey dad, and I'm not proud of some of the incidents that have taken place. I'm not. But I believe in my abilities. I'm driven to get Hockey Canada to a better place. I'm open to, if the board chooses otherwise, then I'm open to facing those consequences. I also have been very open to the governance review. And so if someone determines that there's a better person to lead the organization, even though I've been in the chair for, 27 days, I'm prepared to face those consequences. I can't say it any different, and I know that that's a question that many had, some people had on the way in, and I answered on multiple occasions inside the room.
Thanks. I'd like to have Mr. Smith also answer another question we've had from quite a few people about the World Juniors here in August in Edmonton. So, Scott, if you can speak to that.
About the World Juniors
Juniors, yeah.
So first and foremost, I know in Canada the World Juniors is an event that people associate with Hockey Canada, but it's not. It's an IHF event. We're one of 10 teams, and in discussions with the IHF, they're committed to deliver on that event. You know, we unfortunately, because of COVID and some problems at Christmas time, we couldn't finish the event for this age group, and the IHF and ourselves committed to deliver that in Edmonton from the 9th to the 20th. I apologize. I used to know those dates off the top of my head better. And we've had discussions with the IHF. I know there was a meeting that was held this morning, I believe, with the IHF, our VP of Events and Properties, in each of the 10 participating teams going through the logistics. The IHF is committed to deliver this event for the age group that deserves to be there. This age group, although it was a similar age group in 2018, it's different players. And so we look forward to being able to deliver that. It probably will look a little bit different, but we look forward to delivering that event, delivering on our hosting obligations for the IHF, and that's our plan going forward.
Is Canada going to be there?
So I'll just need to know who you're with. I was going to go to this person right here. Do you have a question? And then I'll come right over to you. Okay.
Sarah Ritchie with
There you have it, Hockey Canada, the latest update on what's unraveling.